Have you ever accepted a job only to discover it was never meant for the living? This is the story of Eleanor Brooks, a lonely retiree who thought she'd found one last chance at happiness, but hidden inside an abandoned museum was a secret that would change her forever. After retiring, Eleanor Brooks thought life would finally become peaceful. Instead, every day felt exactly the same. She lived alone in a tiny house. Her husband, Arthur, had passed away years ago, and without work, the silence became almost unbearable. She spent her mornings cleaning a home that was already spotless, then sat by the window, watching the hours crawl by. One afternoon, while flipping through the local newspaper, a small advertisement caught her attention. A part-time caretaker needed for the Old Westbridge Museum. Must be dependable, organized, and comfortable working alone. Eleanor smiled. Working alone, I've done that my whole life. A week later, she arrived for the interview and was greeted by an elderly curator named Mr. Harold Whitmore. He asked only a few simple questions before leading her inside the abandoned museum. "We're preparing everything for storage," he explained. "Just dust the exhibits and keep the place tidy." It sounded perfect. Every morning, Eleanor unlocked the museum, cleaned the dusty display cases, polished old furniture, and packed historical items into wooden crates while Harold quietly cataloged them. Weeks passed, the building remained strangely empty. No visitors, no staff, just Eleanor and Harold. Then one afternoon, while dusting an antique table, she noticed something she'd never seen before. A beautiful golden pocket watch. Its glass face shimmered unnaturally. Curious, she polished it. Suddenly, movement appeared inside the watch. Tiny people walked through a grand museum filled with bright lights, laughter, and life. Children admired exhibits. Historians chatted happily. It was the same museum, except alive. Eleanor leaned closer, then a woman inside looked directly at her and smiled. The woman looked exactly like Eleanor. Startled, she stepped back. Before she could speak, Harold's voice came from behind. "So you finally found us?" "What is this?" Eleanor whispered. Harold smiled warmly. "You thought we hired you to clean the museum?" He shook his head. "We were actually watching your heart." Eleanor frowned. "I don't understand." Harold looked toward the glowing watch. "You passed away quietly in your sleep shortly after retiring." Eleanor froze. "No, you simply never noticed," Harold said gently. "This museum exists for people whose kindness gave meaning to ordinary places. We needed someone whose presence made others feel welcome." Inside the glowing watch, Eleanor watched her younger self greeting visitors with tea and warm smiles. For the first time in years, she looked genuinely happy. Harold extended his hand. "We'd like to offer you a permanent position." The museum around her slowly faded away. The glowing world inside the watch grew larger until she was standing inside it. The halls were warm, the exhibits sparkled. Friendly faces welcomed her home. Eleanor smiled as someone handed her a warm cup of tea. For the first time since losing Arthur, she no longer felt alone. Sometimes the most important job you'll ever accept is the one waiting for you after the world thinks your story has ended. Sometimes the greatest purpose in life isn't found in the years we live, but in the kindness we leave behind. If Eleanor's story touched your heart, please take a moment to like this video, share it with someone who might need it today, and subscribe for more emotional stories filled with mystery, hope, and unforgettable endings. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next story.